Hello. Hi, welcome. Oh wow, I was actually giving a little wave. That was awesome. Little cat. Little tiny cat. Anyway, hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Gonna make sure that maybe I can be a bit lower here, I think. A little bit lower on the VTube of studio perhaps. Yeah, no, that works. That works. I think that works. How's everyone doing? It's been a bit. I guess it hasn't been that much of a bit, but I didn't stream last week much. This week also will not be that much streaming because I'm actually quite busy this week. I'm heading home for my family. So early in your streaming career and you're already washed. It's because I love power washing, dude! I fucking love power washing. That's quite loud though. Hold on. Let's turn the water volume way down, because I always feel like the water volume's like way too much. Okay, well that's nothing now. Listen, good to see that the volume settings actually do something. That's good. Wait, I got 3 cats? At Bubbles? Okay, that's Bubbles. Ulysses? Isn't that the mayor's cat from the previous game? That's the mayor's cat, right? The one that was on the volcano. That's so awesome. And Pet Squeak. Oh. I'm dying. I love cats. Anyway, welcome to... Ooh, dinosaur. Gotta make sure he's clean. Oh, it's like it's the same color as the one from the slide from the first game. Dude, I love Powerwash Simulator 1. Anyway, yeah, I love Powerwash Simulator 1. So, I was like, yeah, I gotta fucking play Powerwash Simulator 2 and I gotta play the fucking demo. Of course I do. Closed door. It's a very reasonable door closing speed, I would say. It's a very reasonable. I think that's very reasonable. Ooh, more office. What is he up to? Wait, there's more lore? Oh my god. Who were the pacifists? Oh yeah, with the big, like, the statue we dug up and cleaned. What happens if you wash the cats? I'll try in a moment. They gotta be clean after all. Dude, I like this game a lot and I wanted to play it because I think it's a good yapping game and also just a good relaxing game. Ah, it doesn't let me. Look, it like puts away the thing. Ha. Hoo-wah. Yeah, it doesn't work. But I like this game a lot. I think it was a great game. This is only the demo, so I don't know how much stuff is in here. But I mean, let's be so for real here. I'm probably buying this. I'm probably buying this game. Just not right now, because right now I'm still waiting on paperwork shit to be handled so I can buy myself more stuff and more games and have more money. Which is why I need everyone to send me money. It's clearly dirty. Oh wait, this is like fizzy bubbles. I see, I see. Never mind. Dude, I got like a huge fucking office. And it's all parking lot. That's so sad, man. Can you imagine how much nicer this would be, this building, if only this was the parking lot, right? Like this inefficient parking lot size, by the way. You could easily fit 3 cars side to side here. And if you have it here, you could have like 4 cars, right? And then this could be a bit more, this could be like here, and then the cars could be parked like this, you know? And then you have the nice park here, which is actually very empty. Oh, I guess it's not a park, it's just the woods. It's not a park, it's just the woods. And then all of this here, this doesn't need to be road. This could be just like part of a nice area. Just a nice area on the, like in the city, right? So it's a waste of good urban space, right? This right here on the fucking highway, is it a highway? It's just a road, right? It's just a street or whatever. But like, who wants to sit at this bench? Like, ah yes, let me sit here and inhale the fumes. Like, no. I'm once again, by the way, in my urbanism, in my good urbanism arc, just by seeing like a relatively nice building, just in this waste of concrete, of asphalt. I'm just not a fan. Okay, listen, I get uppity about it because Germany a few times has turned into this, and we gotta prevent it from turning more into this, because God, I like my good walkable urban spaces. Okay, I'm big into walking. I love walking, dude. Having legs, underrated. Let me tell you. Anyway, yeah, let's just get right into it. Come on, let's just get washing. Let's get washing. Let's get power washing. Great news, you're fully moved in and the removals vans moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. Don't think the van should pose too much trouble, despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. What? Why do I have to sell off my equipment? That's bullshit. You got carried away a bit at the auction, trust me. There's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess, not to worry. Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. Paying for the van hire. What? Am I not driving it? I guess I'm not driving it. Or is this like about me doing the job? Like she's paying me to wash my own van. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why would you do this again? It did this when I opened the game. I do not want this. Where's my controls? Why did you turn it back to this? I do not wish for this. Oh my god. Thank you. God damn. Okay. Fucking hell. Why does it switch to controller? Why would you do this? Ah. Never mind. I'm not mad anymore. I could never be mad at this. Look at this. Yup. Look at this. This right here. This is gorgeous. Change wash? I have multiple washers? Wait, what makes this washer different? Change nozzle 2. Is this like a soap nozzle? Change Oh, did they like make the soap work differently? Oh, wait, that's all. Because like soap in the last game, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucking sucked, okay? Soap in the last game, kind of stinky butt, okay? Kind of not great. Kind of stinky butthole. But now, okay, this is a good change. That's a good change. That's a good change. What is it? Change extension. So for making it longer, yeah. Highlight dirts on Q now, not on tab, so that people actually see it. Oh, and they kept free aim mode. Okay. I always like using free aim mode personally. Because I think it makes my face, my brain less confused. Because like this, no, I'm motion sickness, okay? This, however, gorgeous. Look at that gorgeousness. Gorgeousness. You don't have Powerwash Sim 2 on your Steam wishlist? I don't? I must have forgotten. Wait, no, it's on my wishlist. What are you talking about? It's literally right there. You idiot. Dumb stupid. I will remove it and re-add it. Because maybe it didn't manage my wishlist. What? Did Steam update how the wishlist? I don't know. It's fine. I don't need to do it. I'll get it anyway. What is it? Task list? Okay, so it just shows me the things left to clean. Open game menu, yep. I know how game menu work. Oh man. I never bought any of the DLC for this game, I will say. Powerwash 1. Never bought any of the DLC. Even though I did think about getting some of the like Warhammer and stuff DLC, but frankly, I found it too expensive. Like, I like this game, but I'm not paying like, what is it, like 15 bucks for a level? For just one level of cleaning? Or maybe it was multiple levels, I don't know. Like, what I think this game needed was honestly like... I know that that wouldn't make the money, but like, can you imagine this game with like a community creation feature? If like you can make your own maps for cleaning? Oh my god. Okay, let's do this a little bit, because this shit's always so satisfying, right? If we just... Also, I'm gonna do something quickly. I'm already just gonna make this like the best for me. Wait, can I not individually change keys? Wait, really? I can only do presets? Oh, why is it controller again? Why is it controller? Okay, I'm just gonna unplug my controller. 1 second, guys. No more! No more controller. It's dead, it's dead. I killed it, it's gone. There we go. Why can't I... So toggle free mode. Okay, interact with BF. But why can't I individually change keys? Oh, maybe because it's the demo. That's probably it. That's probably it. Yeah, but like Steam Workshop support would be so awesome. Like, if you could just have like community-made levels, god, it'd be so good. You probably need to change how levels are designed, because I feel like there's not like a a thing you can do with like getting individual levels of grime onto like you'd need like a dedicated level creator, and that's probably like a whole game in itself, honestly. But like, you know, like Super Mario Maker, that sold, right? And that was just like a level maker. If you had like Powerwash Simulator Maker, like, dude, I would buy that in an instant. I'd buy that in a heartbeat. And you could still have like levels made with like franchise stuff. You could still have like Warhammer crossover and whatever. You could still have all of that, right? Just made by the devs, officially, with some like cool extra features maybe. And all the community made stuff can be just like separate. There can be some rules about levels needing to be approved or needing to be like not infringing on like copyrights or whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could figure it out, because like I think it would be super, super hype. Banish the Shovel was not okay in a modern game. Yeah, listen, it's a demo. I feel like it's just because it's a demo, okay? I'm just gonna make the guess here that, because I'm pretty sure the first game let me rebind stuff. So I'm gonna guess it's just because demo. Ah, look at that crime go away. Dude, this game is so relaxing. I say this as I just, before stream, did the dishes, took out the trash, vacuumed. Like, I think I just have a very specific kind of autism. I just think that my specific level of whatever I'm doing, of whatever I like, is, you know, I just like cleaning. I just think it's nice to have something that's dirty, and then you make it not that, you know? It's so nice, it's so relaxing. I could just do this. I could just do this and not talk, but I would obviously talk, because I would never leave you guys without my great, incredible commentary. Also, I like that the little dot actually points to where the beam is going now. That's very helpful, because I don't think it did that before. Oh. There's a little bit of dirt left under the windshield wiper, though. Yeah, you see that? Oh. Cleanness. We can do you can use the big one here. Look, this is like weak grime. This grime right here got nothing on me. I'm so much more powerful than this. Okay, I want to see. So the different. So that's the extension, right? Yeah. So the different washer. What's the stats on this? What are the specs on this? You know. What are the specs on this? Can I see the one I have? Okay, so I have the Prime Vista, yeah. Classic. Comparable medium washer, cost of area of effect. Okay, so this one is more narrow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've never been one for the area of effect. I'm totally fine. Like, my favorite nozzle was the one that was like this, the like straight beam that just like spun around a little bit. That was like my standard nozzle I always used. Like, I'd be so fine going over an area multiple times. Sorry, like going over an area very slowly, if that meant I didn't really have to go over it multiple times. Because I know that with the thinner nozzle, I do get all of the dirt, right? I do get all of it in one try. That's way more important to me than like having the big... Oh, sorry. I want to press shift, or I want to press tab to like get this thing, you know, the little glowy. I'm not gonna switch back to classic controls, even though that's what I know, because I wanna, when a game comes out with like new control scheme, I usually want to give the benefit of the doubt to the devs that like they probably had a reason for changing it, and I want to see like if I get used to it, is it better, right? Like if I get used to the new control scheme, is it gonna be better? Because it's easy to say like, oh, they changed it, I hate it, because it's just your muscle memory, right? I have this a lot with Monster Hunter, where like I like old Monster Hunter control schemes, but the new ones are better. It's just that the old ones are what I'm used to. But I can like recognize that the new control schemes tend to be better, because also the old control schemes were like a product of like lacking hardware, right? Like the 3DS literally didn't have a ZL and ZR button, so that's why in Generations Ultimate, even though the Switch port has ZL and ZL buttons, they're not utilized that well. Or I guess I should say the left bumper isn't used nicely, because like essentially the functions of the regular L and B buttons were taken over by the, god damn it again, by the ZLZA button, or ZLZR buttons. You have a type of autism where you need to come visit and help me get my apartment order again? That's what I did last time, man. Last time I was there, I helped you get your apartment order. Are you telling me that in the, what, like 2 or 3 years it's been, that you somehow got dirt into places again? How could that happen? Are you telling me I didn't clean good enough, huh? You telling me I didn't clean good enough the first time? So I need to do it again? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh wait, I just saw I get to clean the inside? It's heaven. This game is heaven. This is a heavenly game. Sent to Earth by the gods. This game was not made by developers, not by mere mortals. This is a gift. This is a false idol for me to worship. The Christian God himself sent this down, like the statue of the golden, what was it? The golden bull, I think, in the Old Testament with Moses and stuff. The golden bull statue that they worshipped, and then they all got like struck down or something. God sent this down to test me, and boy am I failing. Because dude, what can God offer me that this game can't? This is better. This is better than entering the golden gates of heaven. Let me do this for eternity. What if I just get sent to hell and then Satan just goes like, hey, I heard you like Powerwash Simulator. Well, you'll play it for the rest of your eternal damnation. And I'll be like, yay. And he won't know what hit him. It'll be yet another like neurodivergent person that he tried to make a punishment for, and really he just created like a little bubble for them to be happy in. That's just what's gonna happen here. I just know it. Because it's already happening. I want to try the soap again. So these are just the nozzles. That's the extension. Even less area. If I really just wanna just be right up in there, you know, just right up in there. But instead of extension, wait, no. So yeah, that was extension. Yeah, let me try the soap nozzle. Why is it charging up? What's that about? Wait, is soap no longer a thing you buy, but it has a charge up time instead? If so, that's amazing. Because like the old soap, I hated it because I had to spend money to get it, which only felt worth it once I'd bought everything else, right? Because why would I spend money to do the job like a few seconds faster? The game isn't about speed, so it just didn't feel that worth it. And the soap also isn't that good in that game. If here, like, they not only improved how soap works, but also just made it a thing that has a cooldown. No, because it's not going down. Is it going down? Oh, it is. You just have a fuck ton of it. Oh my god. Wait, let me remove the... Nope. Let me remove the extension here. Oh, the extension's actually, like, super necessary for this. Okay. I mean, I don't think this part of the van needs the soap. Because the grime was, like, pretty standardly doable. Wait, does it go off on its own? Does it just go away? Because, like, that little bit, like, just vanished. So if I go back to regular now... Let me actually switch to the dishwasher. And get, like, the widest nozzle. Yeah! Okay, yeah, so the soap just gets everything. And then you just have to, like, super roughly just get it off. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. No, I like that. That's good. Oh, we got some grime up there. I like this wash, okay? Like I said, I don't need the big area. God damn it. Keep opening tab by accident. I don't need the big area. I just need the knowledge that what I clean actually gets clean. Do I have a ladder? I do have a ladder, because I want to get up here. Yeah. It's almost 3 years. We did plenty, but 3 years is 3 years. I mean, well, 3 years is 3 years. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. You know the deal. 20 bucks. 20 bucks in profit, by the way. That means everything else, all expenses paid. That's the deal, okay? The 20 bucks needs to be profit. Because otherwise it's not 20 bucks. Otherwise we're girl mathing here, and I wouldn't do that. I guess it wouldn't be girl math, right? Like, if 20 bucks was the profit by the end of it, that would be the girl math. I'm still learning the ways of girl math, okay? I'm still not... I don't think there is a way to girl math this. Unless you're gonna do something of like, oh, I get to keep all the soap, in which case, even if I'm spending money, like, if you're buying the soap and I get to keep it, I'd be, like, gaining money from it. And then that, I would say, would be girl math. I don't know, all my girl mathers, all the girl mathematicians in chat are gonna have to, like, tell me how correct I am about this, which is, of course, fully and entirely. But yeah, especially for these, like, diagonal areas. Ooh, thank you for the girl math. That's almost 20... Wait, that is 20 bucks, Jesus. You know I don't get this money for, like, a month, right? Like, listen, I appreciate it, but, like, I don't see this money for like, a long time. I do actually think that now, after last month, hell yeah, I get my first payment from YouTube sometime in November. I think, like, it said, like, by the 17th or something, I may see my first YouTube payment, which, like, I'm excited for that. It's only gonna be, like, 70 bucks, but, you know, first time YouTube money? Thank you. Can you tell me, actually, I'm gonna play it back quickly. Did that play on stream? Because it didn't before. God damn it! I still don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't play. Like, it plays the animation, but it doesn't play the sound. Because I had, like, a whole thing where, like... Yeah, it has, like, the Pokemon, like, purchasing it, like, cha-ching! You know, like, that sound. And I thought... No, because it's not Caster Labs. Ah, fuck, it's the... It's the Stream Elements donation thingy. Control audio via... Oh, wait, did I not... No, because it should... Oh, it just didn't show up, I think. Oh. Whatever. Well, I guess we'll have to... It's... I don't know if it wasn't added as an audio source, but I didn't have control audio via OBS active, so maybe that's why? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see next time. Or if, like, someone follows or I get a raid or something. But those I have separate notifications for those. I gotta, like, get all that shit figured out, but I also want to actually get, like, proper notification commissions for all that. Or just draw them myself. I've been really motivated to... Also, hey! Midmush Gaming, sorry. I for some reason, my brain needed a second to, like, process your name, because it was 2 M's in there. And I was like, that can't be right. 2 M's in the same name? That's not how names work. Names don't do that. What the fuck? Got a message? Wait, where'd my... What? I thought it said I got a message. Didn't it say... Oh. Word up, people. Caldera County's premium power washer is back. Your grubby house stinks. Brings stink eye to the neighbors. I mean, I feel like if that's the case, you should burn the house down. Like, I can't fix everything, okay? If your neighbors are complaining of the smell in, like, suburban America, where the distance between houses is, like, half a kilometer, burn the whole house down. Like, listen, I don't do magic, I do power washing. You know, I clean. I don't have, like, prestidigitation or something that I can, like, spam for 2 hours to get rid of every little bit of grime. I can't summon an unseen servant. That's all the magic spells. That's magic. That's all the D&D spells I know. Listen, I don't play spellcasters, okay? I'm not a spellcaster guy. I wonder, can I close this door, actually? Ah, I can't. I just gotta get into the little crevasses up there. It's okay. The game trusts me to know what I'm doing. And you know what? I do. I do know what I'm doing. I know how to crevasse clean. I know what to do in situations like this. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. I should make that sound. The little, like, when you finish something, like this, listen to it, listen to it. Hold on. That should be the notification sound. Right now it's a Pokemon buying things sound, but this should be the sound, honestly. Ugh. Every time, it's just so satisfying. It's just the best. But yeah, like, I've been getting into drawing a little bit. I fell off a little bit now that, there was a thing on Twitter I saw called Itemtober, where you drew a Pokemon with a held item every day for October, and I did a few days of it. Like halfway through I started, and I think I did like 6 or 7 drawings, which honestly I'm pretty proud of because I could see my improvement very quickly. Because I'm not like fully new to drawing. I used to do a little bit as a teenager. I got into like a phase where I followed along to one of those like online courses. I think it was like Drawbox was what it was called, and like it was a decent course, you know. I learned a decent amount about like shading and how to hold your pen, all that stuff. Like stuff that's a bit more on the basic side that you do have to know if you want to be like really good at art. But I kind of realized I'm not really looking to be really good. I kind of just want to doodle. That's like my thing. I'm not looking to be like an artist. I just want to learn to doodle. For like if I come up with a funny meme or whatever, I want to be able to like sketch that. I don't really care about coloring and shading and textures and all that stuff. Like, I just want to be a little doodler. And the best way I found to do that is to just kind of draw a lot and try to get good at it. And it helps a lot that I have found a muse. I have found an the fuck? Did it just give me a target? Oh, because I'm like far enough through. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I can do hide cleaned. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, yeah. I will untrack, however. I'm good. I'm good. You know, I don't need you helping me along. I trust the process, you know? I go where the grime takes me. I'm actually going to take off the extension for now, because in this little enclosed area, it's actually a little bit too little area for it to really be worth it. I'm too close to things, you know, so I just think it's more worth it to be using the non-extended nozzle for now. But yeah, I found a muse, which is in fact my new design. I'm not good at it because I'm not good at drawing people, but just the idea that I could at some point be able to just draw literally only my model well in like little funny situations, or like for emotes or for videos perhaps, for like little skits. One big inspiration has been Joe Cat, because I actually like looked at some of his more recent videos where like he does kind of have like a style, you know? He has a style of like kind of sketchy, kind of scribbly, but still like relatively clean like art for his character, which is very simplified in that art. And I was trying to figure out how I can simplify my design down to where it's easy to draw. It's not like visually noisy. It doesn't have all the details, but it's still like recognizably the pay design. And it instead, I mean, I still did that, but I also spent, I think, an hour figuring out how to edit pencils or like brushes in Procreate, because my girlfriend has like an iPad she draws on with the like Apple Pen that is pressure sensitive and also sensitive to the angle you're holding it at. And it's cool, but when I just want to have art that has like consistent line thickness, that's actually really fucking annoying. So what I did is I had to figure out how to essentially turn that off, and I wanted to do it just in the brush settings, not in like other settings, because I didn't want to have like my girlfriend have to change all the settings back when she goes to draw, because, you know, she's also drawing on the tablet more than me, because I just basically do it when she is on like, when she's like playing video games or taking a break. It's actually really funny. Ever since I put my Switch on the couch instead of like attached to my computer, ever since the Switch has been like actually at the TV, what we're basically doing now is she'll be like drawing or doing work stuff or like, you know, some kind of hobby, doing her nails, whatever. I'll be playing video games, and then when she's like done, I hand her the controller, and then she either plays Animal Crossing, or she's been playing Hollow Knight a lot actually in the last few days, which has been really fun to watch. And then I'll be the one drawing, and I think that's really funny. I'm only missing one tire now, and then we're done. A good job, goodly done. Stupid ladder. The bumper, the cabin door. Let me actually just put you on the other side for now. See if we can find any grime here. The bumper, the truck, lower side. The bumper. Isn't this the bumper? Ah, there's some dirt on the top hiding. Okay. The cabin doorstep. Yep, there's some. And then the truck, lower side. Lower side. Where would that be? I know I can check the thing. Ah, wait. I think I know. I think I saw. Yeah. Okay, probably this goes like all the way around, I would guess. And then I probably missed some like over here. Truck lower side. Yeah. Did I not? Where could I have missed something? How fast? Ah! And just like that. A job well done. Jessica's Antiques and Collectible Patooey. I power wash you away. And instead we put here, Pace power washing business. Yep. You can't pronounce it like piss. It's business. Okay? That's the name of my wonderful business. Because here we power wash. Oh, look at the time. Ugh, what the fuck happened there? This is a little bit less of a clean, for lack of a better word, time-lapse. I'm used to the time-lapses being a bit more, you know, being a bit better. You should show off the bug arts you made on stream. I already did, didn't I? In my like big I'm back and yapping and stuff stream. Didn't I already show them off? I think I did. Because I finally got like, I made myself a mascot I enjoy and a name for my wonderful fans, of whom I have so many. Wait, I get to play more? I thought that would be the demo, I'm not gonna lie. Might have missed it. I think you missed it. I mean, I can show it off again, I guess. I'm always down to show it off again, because I like them. I like the bugs. I think I did a good job with the bugs. I think they're cute. Working town of Detergento, where the past meets the future to manifest a present that we can all live in. That sounds like corporate speak. That sounds like ask ChatGPT for a motivational logo for our town or company. Like, you could put this on anything. Any business, any town, any campaign could have this as their motto. I think I noticed the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive inventory on our public facilities, we found schematics for a revolutionary convenience installed in 2003, but then almost immediately forgotten about and assumed to be a bench. The whole thing is just pure detergento. So you just left it to like get covered in shit? You covered it in poop? Did you poop on it? Because it looks to me like you pooped on it. Should be a nice quick job, eh? I mean, yeah, it's just poop. This... Who the fuck would sit on this, man? Also, how are you looking at this and thinking, yeah, that's a bench. It's not that dirty. I can see the electronics. Cat. It's my cat? Do my cats come on the job with me? Hi, Ulysses. Where's the other one? There was Bubble. What was the last cat's name? We had Bubbles, we had Ulysses. Who was the last cat? Was it like Snuggles or something? Where is he? Where are you? Where's the last cat? There were 3 cats. I cannot leave. I cannot get to... That's not my truck. I had a way nicer, bigger truck. Okay. Well, if anyone sees my 3rd cat, let me know. It's gotta be around. I wouldn't just bring... I guess maybe one of them just didn't want to join. Also, the fucking garden gnomes are back. Wait, I can pick them up now? Why can I pick them up? Can I actually collect them now? Here you go. You two can hang out, okay? No, come on. Okay, it's a very slidey bench. Can I not make it? Can I not place it normally again? It's just forever like this now. It will never stand upright again. That's okay. You know what? Chill with Ulysses. Perfect. Hi Moth. Hi Cinemoth. It's been a bit. Hello. I want... Do I have money to buy things? I don't think I do. I do not. I could buy a nozzle extension, the long extension, oh, the turbo nozzle. Yeah, the spinning narrow beam of water. I mean, that's a good nozzle, but like... I'll see if I can save up for this one, mate. Wait. That's... What's the difference between P and dollars? Is it like two different currencies for different things? Is cosmetics P? Oh, that's for like... Yeah, it is for cosmetics. So I can buy the urban X1, XU1. Sure. Why not? Let's test out the XU1. Which one was it? Nozzle radial menu. Okay. The adaptive nozzle. So how do you work? Wait, I get to widen it just by scrolling? Oh my god. Dude, I'm in heaven. This is heavenly. Once again, the golden bowl bequeathed to me by God as a test of my faith. I fail every test he giveth me, for he giveth me a scrollable nozzle. What if this was like in the first game and I just didn't know about it? Nah, give me the extension. There we go. Oh my god, with the long thing, even the wide setting is like nice, and then I can just scroll down as needed. Oh, that's so awesome, dude. This game is made for me. This game is just made for me. Did I ever tell you guys a story of like probably how I got traumatized into enjoying cleaning? Wait, now that I think about it, that might be a bad way to put it, but also it's still not wrong, right? It might still be true. Basically, as a kid, we're talking like ages like 6 to like 9 here, 6 to 10 or whatever, right? This washing sure is powerful. It is! It's the most powerful washing I've ever done in my life. But like during those ages, right? My brother had a computer. I did not. And if I wanted to play video games, I would have to play on his computer, which was in his room. So naturally, if I wanted to play Minecraft, while he did his homework, I would have to... He only let me play Minecraft if I sorted his chests for him. So after he played the day previously, he would just like chuck all of his shit into a chest, or like in his inventory, whatever, and he would have me sort all of it into chests in his base. And then if I was done before he was done with homework, I would be allowed to play Minecraft, right? That's the arrangement. That's what he said would be fair. And then also, of course, when I played Minecraft, I got pretty lucky, and I got like... I remember having a world where I got iron and redstone before him in my world. Because, you know, we're like kids playing Minecraft. We're not progressing fast, right? And he would delete my world, and I was really sad. And then when I made a new world, I found diamonds really quick, like immediately found diamonds after he had deleted my world where I found iron. And then he also deleted that world. And I don't remember what happened after that. I think after that I got my own computer. So yeah, that part didn't have anything to do with the cleaning, but the chest sorting, that had to do with the cleaning. So I think that's how I got traumatized into enjoying cleaning. Morning floor. See, the job is at 18%, but this is the only thing that shows up. So something is telling me that the job is not in fact done. Oh, there's something. Something is telling me that this is in fact going to open. Yeah, I figured. The giant sign that says open kind of gave it away, you know? Let's see what this was about. Let's see what this thing was about, right? Driving Me Barking. Here We Woof Again. Produced by Gethan Dunn. Written by Arthur Brain. Directed by Derek Degas. Degas Production, all rights reserved. Anyone see this movie? Is this a good movie? You think this is still in theaters? Also, I hope they're paying me for this full thing and not for the small thing. Because if they're only paying me for the small thing, brother, it's lawsuit time. It is lawsuit time. Because they clearly knew what this was when I got here. So, you know, they won't know what they're in for if they're trying to mess with me. If they're messing with the power washing business of pay, it's over for them, man. They don't know how litigious Germans can be. They've never... these Americans, okay? Because this game, I assume, takes place in America. They're not prepared. They don't have... It's like an invasive species, right? They never evolved for the sheer levels of, like, I will take you to court over the smallest bother. Like, I'll call the Ordnungsamt on you for being loud at like 2 p.m. on a Sunday, because that's coffee and cake time. And if you're being loud during coffee and cake time, brother, the authorities are coming for you. They're not ready, okay? They're not ready for me. For my wrath. What a petty piece of shit. I mean, we were we were kids, right? And listen, I've talked about how my brother used to be a piece of shit. I have since made amends with him. And to be fair, or to be clear, and also to be fair, those amends did come from him. He apologized of his own volition. I did not make concessions. I was very clear and like, hey, we're adults now. If you want to keep talking to me, you gotta apologize. You gotta, like, actually have changed as a person. And he did. And you know what? I'm not going to be above someone genuinely becoming better. I'm not going to fault someone for that. If they genuinely become a better person. Even if in the past he may have been messed up, you know? Doesn't mean I have to forgive him. Just means I have to, or I don't have to, but just means I'm willing to. Now in the future, now that we are living in 2025, aka the future, willing to look past it and make amends for the sake of brotherhood, you know? You know, I stood my ground and he did his part of what I wanted him to do. And in the end, you know, if my options are just never talk to my brother again or look past what he did because he does feel bad and he did apologize, I'll take the second one. You know what? I will take that second one. Because he is still my brother and I have some good memories with him. You know, very personal talk, but at the end of the day, isn't cleaning about introspection, about not just cleaning the surface in front of you, but also cleaning the mental anguish that you're sitting with? A clean slate is what they call it, after all. This is such a fucking good Yap game, man. It's no wonder that I've seen two actually, like, somewhat big, also designed by local visionary Nadia Vonnegut. The pop-up restroom was designed to appear when needed, relying on state-of-the-art camera systems. Let me read that again. Can I not read that again? Where's the rest of it? No! No! What was it? What did it say? Back in the stream. It would detect the... What? From the gait of passers-by when relief was required. Oftentimes it knew even before they did. Yo, wait, if you full screen a stream now, it has the chat, like, on the side? That's hype! Wait, that's awesome! Dude, maybe YouTube streams are getting better. Maybe YouTube streams are actually improving. And you can still close it for, like, proper full screen. Okay, you know what? I'm once again vindicated in my decision to mainly... to keep my main stuff on YouTube. Because I've thought a few times switching over to Twitch, because, like, oh, YouTube doesn't let you change your category. Oh, YouTube has a different culture. YouTube doesn't have, like, as much stream integration. But, like, listen, they're not missing that many features, and as far as I know, isn't, like, the actual tech infrastructure of YouTube better for streaming? Like, in terms of, like, the video quality, the bitrate, all that stuff. You get to actually keep your VODs, like, listen, I'm not saying it's better than Twitch, but, like, I think in terms of... It has some features that Twitch could definitely use to have. And listen, if they just give me like bits and like that kind of stream integration that Twitch has with like the good emotes and stuff that are not just membership exclusive. Like, give me some emotes that are not just membership exclusives, okay? That's something I want. I want to have emotes for everyone. At least a few, right? At least give me like 2 or 3 emotes that people can just use, right? Like, come on. Also, by the way, fucking Datenschutz, fucking consumer protection, state-of-the-art camera technology, my ass, you're recording me? The German authorities will hear of this? This is genuinely something I'm so patriotic about, like unironically, is that Germany is so incredibly, like, fixated on data safety, on privacy, on data storage not being a thing that should be able to happen. And listen, culturally, easily one of the best things we have. Easily one of the best, like, things that Germans just, like, standardly believe in. Because listen, I think it's important. I got on this topic yesterday with my girlfriend because we were doing a Sorrow TV, like, not a watch-a-thon, but like, you know, we were just rewatching some Sorrow TV stuff because I like that guy. I wish he still made videos. That's actually not a bad-looking bathroom. I mean, well, if you ignore the, what did I say, 2003? If you ignore the, like, 22 years of disuse, not a bad bathroom. Also, by the way, the fact that this thing pops up, incredible safety hazard, like insane safe. Like someone could so easily get stuck on that. Like when this lowers again, a kid can just like get their arm stuck because they're like fucking around with it. Incredible safety hazard. Like just keep it up. And also the fact that it's like moving means that the piping is probably not actually connected and there's just a septic tank down there. It's not actually connected to the water supply, which like means it probably smells horrendous in here right now because this place has in fact not been like known about or cleaned in ages. So, you know, make of that what you will. There's probably a reason I'm wearing the mask. Lower changing table. Ooh! They have like movable things now to clean? Dude, truly the technology has advanced to an incredible degree since Powerwash Simulator 1. But yeah, like data security is something that Germans are like super, super keen on, and I think it's good. I just heard that the fire chief's dog is missing. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Oh, the cat's missing, the dog's missing, they're on a volcano. We're not doing this again, okay? I already activated some heinous mechanism of ancient civilizations last time when I wasn't even looking for a cat. Like, I was just cleaning shit. And then someone else activated a volcano or something. I don't understand what happened. I was not in deep diving into the lore. I was too busy cleaning. We're not doing this again, okay? We're just not. We're not doing this again. I'll be cleaning. You can worry about the firefighter's dog or whatever the fuck you were talking about. But yeah, like data safety is important. And we were doing like a watch-a-thon of like some of the Sora TV videos. And one of the things that he sometimes talks about is when YouTubers have those like those gift card giveaways or like fidget spinner giveaways. This was more of a thing in like old YouTube. I feel like nowadays it's kind of fallen off as a tactic to get kids to subscribe, right? I feel like it's not really a thing anymore. But I always wondered, pending over factories, let's the gate open. Okay, Vulcan's a good name. It also, no, it's just a good name, yeah. Where was it? Right, like when watching those videos about like, oh, this YouTuber is like shitty for doing a gift card giveaway thingy, I always wonder as a kid, because like I watched these guys as kids, right? Yeah, the $19 Fortnite card. Is that what they do nowadays? They're like, yeah, I'll give you Fortnite bucks, I'll give you V-bucks if you subscribe. I always wondered as a kid, because like I said, it's a very culturally German thing to care about data safety. This is also why, by the way, I'm so not like appalled, but like surprised and kind of worried about the fact that today's youth doesn't care about showing their face online. Like, even with my close friends online, a lot of them probably haven't seen my face. And this was before my VTubing days. Like when I still had my real name as like my username, because I used to have that. My real name used to be part of my username, and like that was fine to me because I was like, my last name isn't like, and a lot of people have my first name, so it's not like I'm not really revealing that much. But like I'd very rarely show my face to like close friends, and it was basically just like if I was going to visit them, so it only happened like 2 or 3 times. And then the other thing is like revealing your real name. Again, for me this wasn't a thing because like my username was contained my real name, but like my girlfriend was like, what do you mean you don't know your online friends' real names? And I was like, why would I know them? She was like, isn't it like kind of a trust thing? Like you want to know? Like, don't you look at them differently? And I was like, no, like I have a name to call them by. If I call for my friend Knight, that's not a real name, but like she's gonna respond. What else do I need to know a name for? Like, and she's, you know, she's also German, obviously, but like, or she grew up German, but like, she's a little bit younger than me. She's like a year or 2 younger than me. So I guess already, it might have just been like a thing with my parents raising me that specific way. But like, I feel like nowadays kids just like put their face online and their name online and their address, and like they just don't care. And I find that kind of horrifying because like Germany has put a lot of effort into having good laws that like companies can't just track your shit. But like if you just put your face everywhere, it's kind of inevitable that they'll just do that. But yeah, the reason I got onto this topic is like, I always wonder as a kid that if a YouTuber says like, oh, they're doing like a gift card giveaway if you like subscribe, I was like, okay, if I comment, they can respond to my comment. But if I subscribe, they have no way of reaching out to me, right? Like how would that work? And obviously I didn't really take into account that they just weren't actually doing a giveaway. Someone's only gonna expand the restroom extension below the grubby... What? I'm already feeling the need. This is next to ingenuity. Oh, are these just like... Am I just like in a city text group or something? Like a chat group for the whole town? Maybe. Maybe it's like a Facebook group. These guys clearly don't care about data security. There's no actual people here. This is a dead town. But yeah, like, I didn't really consider the fact that they were just lying to get people to subscribe. But like, yeah, I don't know, we got into that topic and I was like, as a kid, I just always wondered how they do it. Like, do they have some hidden system? Do they have some like secret agreement with the European Commission to like be able to message people anonymously without revealing their data so they can get their Amazon gift cards? And I just never considered that, like, yeah, they're fucking lying. I was a strange kid, still am a strange adult. Things haven't changed that much. And I still think data security is important. Which brings us to the sponsor of this stream, Incogni. I'm kidding, don't use Incogni, guys, it's bullshit. It's not bullshit, but like, much like a lot of YouTube sponsors, it's kind of just nothing. You're kind of paying for nothing, right? Like, the stuff they're doing isn't... If you're an American, it doesn't work. And if you're European, you have no need to use it because they already can't have your data. So it's already taken off. So like, yeah. This is something I get a lot with like YouTube sponsors, right? I'm always wondering how people outside the US do sponsorships. Because, okay, listen, I'm not gonna be mad at someone for like getting that bank, right? Like I remember seeing I don't remember what I think it was some like Peach Hell Daily video or whatever, where Jan, you know, the Nuzlocke guy, he was talking about that one meal delivery. I think it was Factor 76, that one that does all the ads currently. Like in the last, like years before it was HelloFresh, now it's Factor. There's always some meal delivery kit that is like doing something. And like, I'm not against meal delivery kits. Hell, I actually, after seeing that ad, I assumed that because he talked about using it, he talked about, god damn it, I keep wanting to press tab. Because he talked about like using Factor for his daily life, I was like, oh, I guess Factor also works in Germany. And then I like looked at the link and whatever, and like, no, Factor's an American company. They don't have like a service in Germany. So Jan just like read this thing from the like sponsorship thingy of like, oh, make it sound like you love Factor. And like, listen, like I said, I'm not faulting him. get that bank, you know, we all need money, we all gotta eat. I get it. But like, me personally, if like a sponsor reached out to me and I didn't need the money, if this was not my job, it was just like a thing I was doing for fun, the YouTube thing, I'd be like, well, you want me to talk about your service? Is your service in Germany? Because like all of the YouTube sponsors, they are like America brained. And I get it, you know, America's where a lot of the internet population lives. A lot of internet culture comes from America, comes from the US and stuff. It's all very like Western focused. I get it, I get it. I still have it good living in Germany, a very like Western European country that is still like culturally somewhat homogenous with a lot of at least pop culture from America. So like pop culture wise, I'm not super excluded from the internet lingo, but like, I don't know, if you're someone from like the southern hemisphere, like generally, I feel like unless you're from like Australia or New Zealand, culturally there's not going to be that much on YouTube for you to like, at least on English speaking YouTube, right? Like obviously a lot of, I know that Japan has like a big presence on YouTube, but just, you know, Japanese YouTube, they don't really do a lot of like the English speaking content, even though most of them, as far as I know, can speak and understand English. Yeah, like, I don't know. If I got like a YouTube sponsorship, like offer, I would probably want to make sure that they actually work in Germany. Because like, otherwise I'd just be lying. I'd be talking about like, oh, this wonderful service whomst I love and whomst is giving me money to say that I love them. But they just don't, like, they just actually don't deliver in Germany. They just like don't do service here. So like, you can factually just see that I'm like lying to you. And I would feel bad about that. I'd be like, well, yeah, everyone knows I'm lying to them because they can just check if the service is available in Germany, and like it's not. You know? Am I making sense? Am I giving, is it giving good? Is it giving logic? What a nice restroom. Once again though, we got the AC unit here. Not connected to the outside, it seems, unless it's connected to the top somewhere. Oh wait, is this just like a hand dryer? Why is it so high up then? No, this is the hand dryer. But there's also no towels here, you just have the... Or do towels come from this? I guess there's no towel. You don't get to dry your hands with towels. Non-functioning mirror, love to see that. Like, this is not a bad bathroom, but like, why is it not just up? Why is it not just available? Like, why the extra thing? I'm big into this, okay? I'm big into engineering simplicity. I used to be big into like, oh, it's so cool if it has extra features, if it has movable parts or whatever. And now I'm like, bro, a movable part? Are you kidding me? Point of failure in my engineering structure? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I'm fully like, everything should be simple, no moving parts wherever possible, no points of failure. It should last for 100 years if plopped down like this, and nothing about it should be different afterwards. There should be no maintenance required because of how simple it is. That's my logic for it now. For like existing. Hey, can I ramble about an MTG thing? Sure, while I'm in between missions. Okay, these time lapse are like less good now. They're like glitchy and low res. Might also be a demo thing, to be fair, but like, oh, we see the inside now. I guess they can do it here because you have like 3 distinct sectors to it, right? Like it raises up and stuff, it raises and lowers and opens as you continue the job. Yeah. The public facilities kinetic sensor has been updated and significantly reintegrated into our public convenience network. Just in time for upcoming Equinox Festival, I can say with confidence that you'll be hearing from us again. I'll just say again, man, the data safety on this really not my cup of tea. Okay, so I think that's the end of the demo. You know what? 2 fun levels. The ability to purchase something's 420. Let's go, 420 money. Can I buy anything? Can I like buy like a new washer? Oh. If I hadn't bought the nozzle, I can return it? Oh my god, you can just return things for their full price now? Wait, that's awesome. Ideal for washing flat surfaces at short range. I just want to see how this works, okay? What the fuck are these? Wait, what? I gotta see this. Okay, I gotta see this. I gotta try this. I've got to try this. I've got to try this. I just have to. I've got to try this. Let's try the van. Start job. I just need to see this new interesting washer. Because previously the washers were all like, you know, they were all just, you know, not really that good. So the swirl surface washer. Okay. Okay. Oh, you have to actually hold it up to the surface? And it leaves little CD imprints. Okay, so the... Interesting. And it does have an extension. Wait, does it? No, it does not have an extension. I have to buy one. Let me go buy an extension. Because I think I have enough money to buy... Yeah, just the short extension. Got it. Got it. So now if I go... Yeah. Oh, wait, that's so cool. Oh, but it has like an actual like swirly pattern. Yeah, look. That's so awesome. So if you're just slow and patient, you can just get any flat surface just cleaned like this, dude. That's so cool. This is what I mean, right? Like this is the fun. Okay, it does get kind of fucky with like non-flat surfaces, I guess. So it does not like non-flatness. Yeah. This is not one for the busties. This is one for the flat chesters, okay? Flat chests only for this specific washer. But that's okay, because look, I can just walk forward and look at that. Perfectly cleaned, okay? Perfectly cleaned. For all the flat, like this would be like a thing I do on like the first go around. And you know, if you have like it is a bit janky. It is quite a bit janky though. Don't know if I love that. I feel like it should have just like locked you from moving your mouse further. Yeah, because like right now it just doesn't fully make sense, I guess. Imagine this, right? Let me try this. Let me not just like speak about it. Let me try it. So let me go for this washer, get the soap nozzle, and then let's get soap covered on this, right? Just a nice smattering of soap. And like the windows here, the windows had some pretty rough grime, right? The windows were pretty rough. So now we do that. We get our twisty nozzle. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing here. And with the soap, even if I'm not touching these surfaces properly, even the non-flat surfaces, I can like kind of clean that way. Oh. Dude, it's like puzzle solving for my specific brand of mental illness, okay? That's what this is. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful. I am currently in love. I'm currently loving, okay? I'm having a full Valentine's Day right now while you're over there in your... Look at that. Look at how it cleaned that. Look at how it cleaned that. What, guys, this is game of the year, okay? Silk Song, out with you, okay? Hades 2, Patooey, more like Hades, too many gay people and too much content, okay? This game, this is game of the year, okay? Hades 2, more like Hades, I already played too much of it before it came out fully, and then I still played like a bunch of hours because I wanted to finish the game story and collect all the items and get 100%. Silk Song, more like Hollow Knight. Silk's no more playing this game because this is game of the year, clearly. Clearly it's Powerwash Simulator 2. Okay. I don't want to stop. I know I already did this level. What if I just did it again? Would you guys watch me just do it again? I mean, you're kind of held hostage. I mean, you're not really... I guess you can leave at any time, but like... I mean, what else am I gonna do? Like, this is peak gaming. Like, what other purpose does my life have? If not power washing? What if I just keep doing this? What if I just, like, quietly do the same level again? I don't think anyone's gonna notice. I don't think any of you are going to notice. I don't think you will. I think you're currently stuck. You're currently stuck to your screen. Because like you entered this level, like you saw me enter this level and you see how dirty the truck is. You want me to keep the truck dirty? You want me to have a dirty truck? I don't think you do. I don't think you want me to have a dirty truck. So I won't. I won't have it. Oh fuck, I don't have my adapto nozzle. You know what, I don't need the adapto nozzle. I think the adapto nozzle, it's just an excuse to not cycle between my normal nozzles, right? Okay, let me actually read the message you sent. Looking at both the cards and public reception, or perception reaction, it's clear now that with Universe Beyond, it's not universally bad, it's about execution. No. I think Universe Beyond is universally bad. I'm making that argument, okay? You know what? I'm just making it. I'm so fucking sick of Universe Beyond. I can't anymore. I can't. I'm so sick of it. Final Fantasy was absolute gas, and the new set cards with Avatar being very well received by even some of the old guard, die-hard MTG fans like Prof. Some IPs work better than others. Execution matters a lot. Listen, sure. I'm not saying that the cards are bad. I'm not saying that the set isn't fun. I'm not saying that people who are enjoying the Avatar set are like bad Magic players or whatever. Like, go ahead. The thing for me is, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Where the fuck is my Magic? I'm playing Magic the Gathering. There's no Gathering in my Magic. It's just like IPs now. It's just all IPs. And what pisses me off is that I think it was Mark Rosewater or like someone else from the like Wizards like design team or whatever specifically said like, yeah, we're making these hat sets. We're making like we're making the set where they all wear where they're all like cowboys now, and then this set where they're all in race cars, and then this set where they're all now detectives, right? It's literally just because they're easy sets to crank out between Universe Beyond. That's what he said. And I recently did like because like I used to be big into the Magic lore. Okay, I used to be really big into it. I did like a deep dive into the Magic lore since Zendikar Rising, because Zendikar Rising was the last, it's not the last set I enjoyed. It was the set that I like considered myself as truly joining Magic. Like actually going to my LGS and like playing a few pre-releases and stuff and like really getting into the lore as it was happening. And Innistrad was good. I think Kaladesh, really, really fun set. And then after that, I fell a bit out of like keeping with the new cards. I think Amonkhet, I like only kind of realized what was happening and like looked at some of the cards, and then the whole stuff with the fucking I think there was a second Kaladesh set maybe, I don't remember, but like then like all the stuff happened with War of the Spark, right? And I at that point was kind of like out of Magic. Not like for any particular reason, I just kind of like fell out of love with it and didn't really keep playing. And then like I slowly got back into it as I like played games with Marty and stuff. And as I got into lore, I was like, God damn, dude, this lore is fucked, okay? Like they basically did like a second mending, which I just think is really boring. Because it really just feels like they wanted to make more commander cards, they wanted to make more legendary creatures. So they just turned cards and characters that would have otherwise been planeswalkers into legendary creatures. You could have just done that. Like, there's a legendary creature for Venser. I think it's a reprint from like an old set or whatever. No, it's not even a reprint. It's just like, isn't the Venser legendary creature from a set where he either wasn't a planeswalker yet or it was just a set that just didn't have planeswalkers because it was like taking place in like pre-mending. It was taking place on like Dominaria or something. Like, they don't have to make planeswalkers as planeswalker cards. They could come up with like just a mechanics reason to be like, yeah, we want to print more legendary creatures. A lot of these characters, we want to give them a chance to shine. Like, fuck, make them flip cards or just don't make them planeswalkers. Like, that's fine. You can do that. But no, they had to do a lore thing where they just make another mending because they wanted to have the what is it, the gateways or whatever. Because now the multiverse just is connected, so there's nothing special about being a planeswalker anymore anyway. You can just go between planes now. And also, everyone now knows about the other planes. Like, I don't even hate that part, okay? I'm not even a hater of that part specifically. I think it's an interesting direction to take the lore, and if they wanted to, they could do some interesting stuff with it. I just kind of don't see them wanting to, because, like, they very clearly just care about Universes Beyond. It's like, that's the thing that they care about right now. It's like, oh, they saw Universe Beyond makes money. And by they, by the way, I don't mean the card designers. I don't mean, like, I don't know. Like, you know, it makes money, so the investors care about it. That's, you know... there are way too many sets with way little stuff that actually feels magic. I can agree with that. If they had kept the gems from the Universe Beyond set, replaced it with the actual blocks within Universe sets, that would be the best case in my book. YouTube hid this from me from a whole hour. That's sad. I hope... You should rewatch the whole stream, because it was a great stream. The flipwalker is actually a good idea. Yeah, like, they don't have to be flipwalkers, though. Because, like, I think flipwalkers make the most sense as, like, the character has not activated their spark yet. And then when they get their spark... Like, I think that's when flipwalkers make sense. In terms of, like, card design mirroring the lore. Because, by the way, this is also something that I've just not really been seeing much anymore. Because I looked into this. There's, like, barely any like, spotlight cards anymore. I mean, fuck. The space set that I despise. I looked into the lore of it, and it's so boring. The space set has 2 canon spotlight cards. 2! The whole set has 2 cards that actually canonically show events in the storyline. So basically, if you don't read the story, if you just buy every card, you're not gonna know what's going on. Even if you have every card and you read all of the flavor text, you have no fucking idea what's happening in the plot. At least previously, you can kind of piece it together with the spotlight cards. Hello, Tracy, Stacy, welcome. Welcome to chat. But like, it's so mind-boggling to me, because like, I'm not even hating on the fact that the lore is a bit slow now, okay? The fact that we're not seeing, like, known characters, the fact that Teferi or, I don't know, Karn or whatever, or Jace are not in every set, that's fine, okay? If they want to take a few sets, like the space set, and just establish new characters, make us care about new characters that can take up the mantle of being the main guy, so they don't have to keep printing Jace cards, right? That's fine with me. But the fact that they're not even doing that, they're just giving us sets with new characters that don't do anything, have no good spotlight cards, and then nothing happens that, like, in that set that was relevant to anything. Why? Like, the only relevant thing that happened is that Tezzeret showed up again. And something the End Stone, which I still don't understand, because the End Stone doesn't make any fucking sense as an artifact, as a magical MacGuffin. And it just messes the whole plot up. I'm so mad about it, man. I used to love the Magic lore. And the thing is, like, they don't even have to make it about, like, big sweeping stakes. I remember my favorite Magic card is Yisan the Wanderer Bard, because it was, 1, the first foil I ever pulled, and 2, it has a story, like a little side story. He's like a super minor character, I think, on Dominaria. And all he does is he goes with, like, a polymorphist into a sliver nest. And with their powers combined with, like, I forget the other character's name, but, like, she turns their forms into those of slivers. And then Yisan, like, tries to, because he's a bard, he, like, attempts to outplay the sound of the hive mind so that they don't succumb to it, because they want to go in and take the treasure that the Hive Lord's been accumulating. And, like, that's just such a, that story was just such a good read. It was just one article. It's just like a short story that doesn't have any relevance. It's just like, here's some world building. Here's this cool little character. They can do that. They can keep doing that. Not every character has to be, like, world sweeping stakes, but the fact that they don't even do that, they have, like, main characters who don't do shit that's relevant. Because even in I don't know if M14 actually has, like, an overarching story, but, like, M14 was the set that Yisan was from, and, like, dude, I don't even know what I'm asking for this, because like Magic is not turning back into what I like, right? Like Magic at this point is Universes Beyond. That's what it is. Anyone who says otherwise, like just isn't, like they haven't smelled the roses yet. Like they need to go outside, smell the roses, see what's going on, because very clearly just that's what it is. They saw that it gets the sales numbers up, and they saw that Commander is the most popular format, so they're just printing Commander cards. Universes Beyond is great for printing Commander cards, and now they also made it so that the regular, like, in-universe sets can mostly be made of legendary creatures so that there can be more Commander cards. And I don't know. I've lost, like, all hope that there will be interesting main sets again that I can get invested in because of the immersion, because of the story. Because, like, dude, you play Commander now, it's all like, I don't know, you play your Commander who is from Avatar, and then you equip them with the Buster Sword, and then you use the One Ring to, like, draw a bunch of cards. Like, it's just Fortnite, man. It's just fucking Fortnite. That's all it is now. It's Goku doing, like, the Fortnite dance while he's web-slinging and killing someone with a lightsaber alongside his good friend Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. And that's the game now, and I just have to make my peace with that. It's like I say with Pokemon, if you don't like current Pokemon, you just don't like Pokemon anymore, because this is what Pokemon is. And listen, I like Pokemon, I can say it about Pokemon. I can't say it about D&D, or about Magic. I don't like current Magic, but this is what Magic is now, and I need to make my peace with that. I think you're doom posting slightly, but it's going in that direction. Hasbro are the one pushing it. Avatar, they actually made it designed to be played in draft. Okay, and you're telling me that the cards were not at all designed with Commander in mind? Come on. Come on, tell me that all of the legendary creatures with, like, clearly Commander-focused abilities made to be Commanders were not, in fact, made to be Commanders. Come on. We're you know, be real with me. Like, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I just find it so cynical that, like, they took over the most popular fan format that everyone enjoyed playing more than their formats. And this is kind of going to, like, the hybrid mana change that people were talking about. I have seen a lot of arguments for and against it. I mostly agree with every argument for it. I actually think that mechanically speaking, the hybrid mana change makes a lot of sense. I just don't fucking trust them, okay? I'm against the hybrid mana change simply because I know for a fact that Lorwyn will, like, just have a bunch of cards that are just exclusively designed to get people to buy Lorwyn for Commander. And I've even said this to Marty, I would not be surprised if, like, their set designers are sitting on 2 versions of each hybrid mana card with one pile labeled, like, hybrid mana change goes through, and the other title, hybrid mana change, doesn't go through, where the second one is, like, actually well-balanced cards that keep with their current set design, and the first one is, like, they forced us to make the cards overpowered so that people would buy them, because now with the new change they can be more overpowered with the gimmick of this set, with the gimmick of this world. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've just not got a lot of hope. Excuse me, I got hiccups. I don't have hope, but I do got hiccups in the future of Magic the Gathering. I just don't think that there's going to be a lot there for me personally to enjoy. And again, that's fine. I just also honestly think it's a bad move, because, like, with these Universes Beyond sets, with Avatar, with Final Fantasy, like, I'm not doubting that there's people getting into the game because of these sets, that there's some guy who's like, yo, Final Fantasy, I love Final Fantasy, and then he buys the Final Fantasy set. He's not going to stick around for the next in-universe set, because the in-universe sets aren't giving him anything. Like, if the idea is that Universes Beyond gets people into the real game, big air quotes, there is no real game anymore. So if someone cares about Final Fantasy, they're going to play Final Fantasy in the draft, they might make a Commander deck with Final Fantasy, and then they don't care anymore. Because, like, why would they? There's no real game to get into, because the real sets are boring and have no lore, and the cards are kind of mid, and frankly, they kind of feel like none of them feel coherent. None of them feel cohesive. As much as I liked, was it Wilds of Eldraine, I think? The like set with all the animals. It's not very magic. It just felt like fairy tale stuff. And then the space set just felt like space stuff. And the spooky house set just felt like spooky house horror tropes. Even though actually I kind of even liked the lore of the spooky house set. But like, they just didn't do anything with it. Like, you have cards like a haunted TV, but then the lore never mentions a TV. They're like, it's never mentioned that this is like a suburban modern house with modern technology. Which, by the way, wouldn't every world now have this stuff? Because Kaladesh has technology. Aren't they trading with every world now because of the gateways? Like, or I don't know what the gateways are. There's a word for them, but like the pathway thingies that allow them to like just space travel, multiverse travel, right? So like, wouldn't the entire magic world just like culturally homogenize now? Like they need to be, they need to just be their own thing, right? There's a reason why the multiverse's worlds are cut off from one another, that you can't just travel between them and trade between them. Or at least if only have trade between the ones that are already like culturally and designally similar. It's such a mess, man. It's such a mess. It just feels like nothing is cohesive, but everything is homogenizing. At the same time, dude, I have such opinions on Magic because I love Magic. It's my favorite card game. I like playing it a lot. I think the mechanics are super interesting. I used to love the lore so much. And I just can't play it anymore in a way that I can get immersed into a set or into even like an individual match. Because I can't feel immersion if I'm playing my deck where I feel like I'm a wizard casting spells, summoning dinosaurs, and then my opponent pulls out the fucking Buster Sword. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. They could print bullshit cards regardless. The hybrid mana rule is not the one thing. No. I know. Like my opposition to the hybrid mana rule has nothing to do with like actual arguments. It's fully vibes, and I know the vibes are wrong. I just kind of don't want to let them decide anything. That's how I would describe it. I just don't want to let them decide anything. I just cannot let them decide shit. Yeah. I don't trust them. I don't trust them to not just take Lorwyn, which is a great set, has great lore, has a great the whole thing with Lorwyn having like the two aspects to it. I don't actually remember the details. It's been a long time since I looked into like the Lorwyn, lore. You tried Dead by Daylight? No, I never played it. I'm not big into horror games. Like the Lorwyn lore, I've not looked into in a long time. But I remember that there's like the Lorwyn, and then there's Lorwyn like overshadowed, and there's a lot of characters that have like isn't there the one that I always remember because it's like sorry, my hair tie fell down. There's one like merfolk guy who's like an actually decent commander who has like a white-blue hybrid mana variant, and then in the like second Lorwyn block or Lorwyn set they had the blue-black variant because like he got evil. Like, that's awesome. That's such a cool way to use hybrid mana. And I just don't think they're going to use hybrid mana like that. I don't think they're going to tie it into the lore. I don't think they're going to tie it into immersion. I think they're just going to make cool cards that people are going to want to buy for Commander that are going to be like, maybe, like, I'm not even saying they're going to be on Monster Draft. I just don't think that they're going to feel like a Magic set. This is very, like I said, feelings, vibes, nothing. No, I don't have arguments. I just have vibes, and the vibes are rancid. The vibes I'm getting off of Wizards and their design team, they're just rancid. Wizards go taking over Commander format is something I have a point of issue with. They didn't take it, it was handed to them because of the player base. Because a part of the player base couldn't fucking behave. I mean, sure. It's, like, I wouldn't have a problem with it being made an official format, because you could just say, like, hey, it wouldn't even have to be a thing where like they take control of it. They could have just said like, hey, we know a lot of people enjoy this fan-made format. Here's like our version of it with a unique ban list, and like we're gonna make cards with this in mind, so if you want to play this, feel free. You know, they could have done that. They didn't do that, but I don't even have a problem with it. But like, they've just shown that they can't be trusted. That they'll just take the most popular format and be like, yo, can we have? And then even if it's like a two-sided thing, like, oh yeah, you can has, and then they're like, thanks, we can has. And then they take it, and then they just start printing cards for it. Like, what about standard? What about draft? What about limited? What about cube? What about modern? I'm not saying that you should make cards for these like less popular formats, but like, bro, who's playing modern anymore? I used to play modern. Who the fuck is playing standard? Why would you play standard if the current sets are so fucking broken and they don't even contain any in-universe stuff? Like, okay, this is actually a thing that I care about. I always wanted to get into standard because to me it was a thing of like getting in touch with the current game, the current lore, the current immersion, right? Because every other format, you can make the argument that like playing my dinosaur deck and having Sylvan Library in there is just as immersion breaking as having the One Ring, or playing my dinosaur deck and having like Rishkar's Expertise, a card from Kaladesh. Right? Like, that's also immersion breaking to an extent, because those are different universes. Those are different multiverses, different planes of existence. But in standard, you don't tend to have that, because you tend to have blocks of like 3 sets that take place on one plane that have a connected lore, because they come right after one another, right? Like, if you're playing in standard in like, what is it, like 2017, 2018, you've got like Zendikar Rising, and you've got, I think maybe you have like the end of Zendikar Rising. You've got Shadows of Innistrad, and you've got Kaladesh. And like, those are all thematically connected enough that I feel like there's not a lot of immersion breaking. The mechanics can be designed in a way that they interact with one another, because you just have to worry about like the 3 most recent blocks, which that's like 9 sets. I don't remember how standard used to work, the standard rotation, but like, you can do some stuff there. Also, by the way, the fact, this is just a whole Magic rant now. Let me actually just switch over to the fucking just talking thing for a second. Hold on. Let me just, let me go here for a second. Okay, we're going to just talking. The fact that there are no blocks anymore, vile, rancid, horrendous, okay? I am so goddamn sick of the fact that, like, you get a cool plane. Because, like, I would have been okay with returning to Kaladesh in the, like, race car set. We got 1 set. Couldn't we have had 2? Like, bro, where are my blocks? I need my blocks. I need my little play blocks, like a little toddler, to stack them on top of each other and play with little play blocks. What the fuck is happening? What's happening over at Wizards? How was my Halloween? It was good. I chilled at home. I didn't go to a party this year because I didn't want to. And I just vibed. I played video games. And I waited for my wife to come home because she did go to a party, and I was not sad that she was gone, but I was like, ooh, I miss my wife. I'm a wife guy, okay? She's not actually my wife. We're not married, but I like to call her my wife because it's cute. And we're like functionally, practically married because she's awesome. Anyway, where was I? Right. Blocks! Where are my blocks? Seriously. The fact, like, if we take a look at just like the amount of cards printed in universe versus out of universe, just the fact that every in universe set is a block of like what, 200 to 500 cards at most? Where are my fucking cards, dude? You're making more of your cardboard is out of universe than in universe. I don't give a shit about this avatar flavored cardboard. It doesn't taste like magic. Give me my magic flavored cardboard. Yum, 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 yum. I'm having a full-on, I'm just having a crash out over here, okay? Dude, if you don't know anything about magic, it's like, you don't, oh god, I must be sounding like I'm speaking in tongues right now. Oh my god. You do know why the RC handed EDH over to Wizard Coast? I don't know what RC is, and no, I didn't follow that. Stream just turned to magic yap crash out, my bad. No, it's fine, it's fine. Listen, Powerwash Simulator 2 is a great game in the sense that it just allows me to yap while keeping my hands busy, because right now I'm also keeping my hands busy, but goddammit, I'm doing it by like wiggling a pen in my hand back and forth, and then when it falls down, I go, goddammit, and I hope I hope the microphone doesn't pick up the extremely loud clattering. So yeah, that's what I tend to do, I guess. I could get my Switch, because I kind of don't want to stop streaming yet. I'm kind of down to just yap more. Should I get my Switch and like attach it to the PC and just shiny hunt? Because I've been shiny hunting. Let me actually get the image. Let me get the image quickly. I've been shiny hunting Chespin, and for the record, I'm doing the shiny hunting like not, what's the word? Not passively. I'm not doing like rubber band on the controller, turbo controller. Like I'm doing it actively. Like I am hunting this Chespin, right? It's not going great. Oh goddamn! Why does it always do that? Where like it loads the image for like a second. Because I always have to download it, man. It's fucking stupid. Okay, I'm downloading the image. Whatever. This is my Chespin box. This is my Chespin box. By the way, today before stream, I got another shiny Diggersby. We're up to 15 now. I just want you to know the chance of a Chespin in general spawning is 10%. So 10% of every spawn that generates will be a Chespin, which means, by extension, every time a shiny is generated, there's a 10% chance for that shiny to be a Chespin. I'm now at 15 shinies in the spawn points of Chespin. So I'm about 50% over odds, which means that math is wrong, math is a lie, math has never been correct and never provided anything useful to the world, and I won my goddamn Chespin. That's what I want, okay? I just want my Chespin! Please. Please give me Chespin. That's all I want. I need it. I need it so badly. What do we say? What do we say? I go get my Switch and attach it to the computer. I would need to like set up the dock again, but like shouldn't take too long. Like it should be relatively quick, and I can and then I do some shiny hunting. I do some Chespin shiny hunting while we yap more about magic. Does that sound like a plan? If they had blocks, I think there would be more actual lore, depth, and explanation. Oh, absolutely. Like the fact that they're trying to not just set up new planes of existence like the space one, but also tell a story in them in one set that contains like 250 cards, of which 2 are spotlight cards. Fucked up type shit for real. For echt. It's time for lime water and shit. I've got some syrup sweetened water in the other room with ice cubes in it. I forgot to grab the bottle. Rules committee, they handed it over because they got death threats after banning Nadu, Manifold, Darkside, and Jewel Lotus. But like all of those are good. I mean, I could see Darkside and Jewel Lotus being like a bit more contentious, but like who the fuck enjoys Nadu being unbanned? Mr. Misprint himself. I don't think anyone... Is there actually someone who's like, yeah, I want to play with Mr. Misprint. I want to play with Sir not the correct text on the card. Why didn't he get errated, by the way? Why did Nadu just get errated? Like, they can do that, right? They have the power to just errata him. Isn't there also that one... not Erixmathes, the serpent. You know, the serpent that makes more snakes at the beginning of everyone's turn or something? Where, like, they made a version of it that had a misprint. Also, welcome back, Tracy. Where it said... Oh, what the fuck was that card called? Hold on. MTG Serpent Commander. If I just look... It's like one of the most popular ones. Was it Kamada? Koma. Koma, that was the one. Koma Serpent. Koma... Cosmos Serpent. Because I remember they made a horror version of it that had like a misprint on it, right? This one. Wait, I just opened the image. I didn't put it into OBS. This one. I really should like... I feel like there's nowhere for me to put images right now. Hold on, I've got an idea. Move myself over here, and then images can go here. And you'll just have to be like slightly covered by me. Sorry, I'm more important. Sorry, I'm the streamer. I'm the important one. Sucks for you, I guess. But yeah, this version of Coma, the text has like at the beginning of your upkeep, but the actual Coma Serpent, why is the first image I see always like the most blurry ass picture of the card where you can't read the goddamn rule text? Just give me this fucking just put the Scryfall in the bag, okay? Just put the Scryfall in the bag. Just give me the Scryfall image, just put it in the bag, okay? Yeah, this is the original, and this one says at the beginning of each upkeep. And like, why don't they just pose for the camera? Teehee. Why don't they just say like, yeah, this new version here, this one, is the correct card text. The old one is no longer correct. We've printed a corrected version. If you play with the old one, you now need to know that it's in fact your upkeep, not each upkeep. Like, why don't they just do that? What shiny hunting does to a motherfucker, honestly, yeah. Gambler's fallacy, this isn't gacha, there's no pity. But there's statistics! Bro, statistics, come on! Statistics is like a thing. Less misprint, more last minute complete redesign that skipped QA testing. But then they could still errata it, right? Like, wouldn't errataing still just allow them to... Because, like, the fix is, like, super simple, isn't it? Let me look at Nadu again, because I always forget what he actually does. Creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it in the battlefield, otherwise put it in your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. I forget. What made this broken? What was the thing that made this broken again? Because I always see this card, and I think, like, I don't know, it looks fine. Like, it looks okay, I guess. Doesn't look that bad. Because I'm not a QA guy, and I'm not big into, like, magic combos. So, like, I don't know what's wrong with this. I always forget what's exactly wrong with this. Coma was an actual misprint. Wait, I mean, I know the new, like, the special Coma was a misprint. But I'm saying they could say that it's errataed to say your upkeep instead of each upkeep. And then they could just print each subsequent Coma Cosmos Serpent with that change, right? So that you have physical versions that have the new text on them. They could do that. They could actually do that. With Nado, they can't really errata it because they would have to change the entire card. Literally, the only shared thing between Nado before and after is the mistake. After the mistake is the stat line of blank. Really? Wait, so... And also resets by blinking plus equip abilities are a trigger. Okay. Wait, so... Last minute complete. But then what was the if the pre-redesign version was just like a different stat line, then like what part of it skipped? Like, did the pre-change version also skip QA? OG Nados might be a flash enabler. Oh, like, oh, that's what you meant. Like the new effect they put on it was just a complete redesign, and then that didn't go through QA at all. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Is there any image of like MTG pre-redesign Nadu? Is there an image of what it used to be like? Wizards confirmed today that this was the original design for Nadu. Blurry ass Facebook image. Do I believe this? It's on Facebook. They would never lie. Facebook would never lie to me. They would never do this. I'm actually an artist, so I'm working on some sketches of a 3D model. Sick. Please don't try to give me art. Soliciting art in my chat is not allowed. I get very mad when people try to be like, "Oh, I'm an artist. Can I send you some references? Can you commit?" Because dude, it's always the bots. The bots always do that. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of bots trying to solicit art. Half my friends are artists. I'll commission them. How do I get both of these on the... Do I have to move myself even more? Okay, I'm over here now. We're looking at the original Nadu versus Nadu winged misprint or something. So what does this say? What does that say? What? You may cast permanent spells as though they had flash. Whenever a permanent you control becomes a target spell of ability your opponent controls, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it on the battlefield. That's kind of cool. Like, it's just triggers on, like, opponents. And I will say, though, I mean, is it a lot, actually? How valuable is flash, really? I never know the value of flash, because I'm like, 3 mana for every permanent you have to have flash is, like, that's pretty cheap. But also, Nadu does not really have inbuilt protection. Except, I guess, the fact that if he becomes a target of an opponent's spell, you get, like, a land out of it, or a card draw. So it's like kind of protection. Honestly, I feel like that second ability should just be like, it should be like a ward ability, like ward, look at the top card of your library, that kind of thing, right? I think that would be fun. Like if it just applied to Nadu and then you still have like give your permanence flash, like that seems good, right? I don't know if it's just me, but like flash for all your permanents for 3 mana seems really good, especially on a rare. Like this is a rare card. If it was mythic, I could see this effect of like every permanent now lets you get card draw or ramp if when they get targeted by an opponent. Like I could see that, but like on a rare? Am I the only one who feels like the rarity of a card for a while now has not been a good indicator of how strong it is? Like, I get why they print extra turn effects on mythics, and extra turn effects tend to not be that good because they're expensive, but, like, they need to, like, the rare mythic divide and stuff, it's mainly about draft, right? Like, it's mainly balanced around how good cards should be in draft. But, like, I feel like you should be able to look at a card's rarity and also kind of judge how good it is just in general in other formats, right? Like, this is not a rare power. This is a mythic power card. Even in... Dude, if you get this in, like, in limited, if you get this in, like, a draft or a cube, like, that's not a rare. This should be, like, a mythic powered card in terms of just how strong it is. Like, even the pre-redesign, like, this, the original one, like, the new one, I don't even know if the new one is that good in limited, to be honest, because you can't really combo off with it, but, like... Yeah, for like, constructed formats, like, yeah, it's fucking broken. I think the rule text is at least correct according to the article from Wizards of the Coast. It's flash and pseudo value rebate anytime you were targeted. It basically is. It was in Modern Horizons 3 that set was stacked. That's fair. It's fair. Like if the whole power level kind of works with it, then yeah. Like I'm not saying every set needs to have like a similar power level to be good, right? Like I said, the rarity is mostly a thing that matters for limited. It just feels a bit off, I guess, for this to be a rare. Like even the original one just does not feel like a rare. That's like this feels like a mythic still. I think OG Nadu would have been fine. The main problem with the redesign is fucked because of the play patterns it creates. Yeah, it's not just that it's really strong. It's that kind of like you said, it's really boring. Because like you said, all you're doing is like blinking the same shit a few times, getting like, going on like an infinite turn that takes, it's like a fucking Ashling turn, right? It's like the fucking, where is it? Where's Ashling? I'm gonna call you out here. Wait, Ashling Flame Dancer, is that a real card? Oh, it looks like it, that's awesome. Wait, no, am I thinking of Ashling? I think I'm thinking of the Flame Dancer, right? The new one? I think I'm thinking of the new Ashling. You don't lose red mana as you unspend red mana. Whenever you cast your copy an instant, discard a card, draw a card. If it's the second time this ability resolved this turn, deals 2 damage to each opponent. If it's his third time, add 4 red mana. I guess they kind of do similar things, huh? Yeah. Wasn't the same set as Nadu? Oh my god, of course. Yeah, I see the set symbol. It's a non-deterministic combo, exactly. Because like, it's not even a non-deterministic combo where you can be relatively sure the other person's gonna win, because they're just getting card draw. It's a non-deterministic combo where you have to play out every step, but all they're getting is ramp and card draw. So after that, if they don't have a Helix Pinnacle, I mean, even you don't even have enough mana to activate a Helix Pinnacle after that. Like, you're just gonna fucking sit there, draw your cards for 10 minutes, and then be like, I passed the turn, and get Cyclonic Rifted. Or like, you don't have a hand card size increaser, so you just like discard half your hand, you don't have any recursion, you're just like, yeah, I didn't get the cards I wanted. After like 15 minutes of comboing, I didn't get the cards I wanted. What do you want me to do about it? Huh? What do you want me to do about it? Like, I would forfeit against a player like that just out of principle and put them on my personal shit list. That'd be my prerogative, I guess. That's what I would do. This is why I don't play Magic, okay? Because like every deck nowadays is like this. Back in my day, we used to just play the 5 Elder Dragons. It was called Elder Dragon Highlander. And we would just play those 5 dragons, and they sucked, and they were bad, and you'd never even cast them. Because why would you cast your commander? They're 17 mana, and they force you to pay something on your upkeep, and then they like do 3 damage in the air. God, the original concept of EDH is so stupid. The Elder Dragons are so bad. Like, I know old Magic was like creature power equals nothing, spell power equals time walk, but like, Jesus, man, the Elder Dragons are so bad. They win if that deck is well built, but they have some landfall thing. Oh God, it's landfall. Listen, I'm a green player, but I think landfall is like the most boring thing ever. It's not even that, like, I think landfall as a concept is boring or uninteresting. It's that functionally it is, because all of the landfall decks play and win the same, right? Like, imagine if you had a dragons deck, but you win the game with the same dragon every time. This is why, by the way, I don't want to play Gisheth as a dinosaur commander, because I feel like when you play Gisheth, the game always ends with Gisheth. At least when I'm playing Pendlaza, there's like 3 or 4 dinosaurs that can end the game, right? Or it can just be like combat damage over, like throughout the game. It's not always Gisheth. But like, if you're playing Landfall, I know for a fucking fact you've got a Skewed Swarm somewhere in that deck. There's a bug. You've got an infestation somewhere in that pile of cardboard. And I know for a fact once your gimmicky win condition gets Cyclonic Rifted, you're gonna bring out the Skewed Swarm and the fucking World Enchantment, 1 green mana for haste, and you're just gonna kill me with the Skewed Swarm because you're boring ass, like, I don't know, Saproling, like Zendikar's Avatar strat didn't work. Is it Zendikar's Avatar? What's the green one? Avenger of Zendikar, that was the one. Like, your fucking boring ass, like, Avenger of Zendikar win con that takes 17 turns to get online got like Cyclonic Rifted, so all your tokens are gone, and now you're just gonna Skewed Swarm instead. It's so fucking boring. This is the same. Yeah, I refuse to run Skewed Swarm in principle. Same. This is why not a single one of my green decks has like Craterhoof Behemoth, because I just think it's really boring that you try to make like an interesting deck, you try to have like a cool commander, and then as soon as that doesn't work, you just throw your hands up and you go like, well, guess I'm Craterhoofing. Guess the Behemoth has to end the game for me. Like, no. If you're committing to running what's her name? What's the let me look up her name quickly. If you're running Magus Lucia Kane and you're planning on winning with Craterhoof, fuck you, okay? Fuck, I don't respect you. If you're running Magus Lucia Kane, you know how you should win? With some dumb fuck Hydra combo, okay? You're supposed to put down 3 Hydras copied from each other because you untapped Lucia Kane with like a what is it, like the one blinking staff or whatever it's called, or you have like the Umbral Mantle on her or some bullshit. and I want you to cast 17 Lernian Hydras and then run your opponent over after you give them a turn because you don't have a haste enabler, and you give them a turn to just really look at you and be like, it's your moves. It's your move, blue player. And you see them like take out the Cyclonic Rift from their hand and you're like, fair play. And then you let it happen. And then you do it again next turn because they go to your hand. You know what? And then you have to play them again. And that's how it's supposed to go, okay? Stick to your goddamn guns. Don't run Craterhoof. Instead of running Craterhoof in Magus Lucia King, you know what you should run instead? You know what you should run instead? Any X cost spell. Fucking commit. I'm having like a full magic crash out right now. It's been so long that I've just been able to, without Marty being able to directly backtalk me, just complain about magic. Because I love magic and I love complaining about things. So those two things go great together. Okay, on the Craterhoof hate, I agree, but like Jetmir is like kind of Craterhoof in the command zone. But then in the actual deck, is that okay? No. I mean, yeah, like I don't give a shit. Like if you want to run Craterhoof, like sure. It's just that I think Jetmir is a boring deck in general because it doesn't really do anything interesting. Like it's just, is the token commander. It's Naya tokens. Let me literally look up Naya tokens. Let's see what comes up. So we got Jetmir first. We got Girard Conclave Exile. We got whoever the fuck Fabine is. Fabine Boss's Confidant. Tazna the Beast Caller. Like these all do the same thing, right? It's all, yeah, Baleen the Haymaker. Like listen, I want to try Baleen the Haymaker. I think it looks fun. I love the like bunny birthing deck. Just make a shit ton of bunnies, right? It's fun to have like a token deck every now and again. It's fun to just have like generic good deck. I'm not saying there's something wrong with having generic good combo deck. If you're a blue player and you want to have your like leveler, what is it? The one mage. Who's the like you win the game mage? You win the game mage. That's what I'm gonna look up. It's not. Is it Thassus? No, it's not Thassus Oracle. That's the one where it's devotion. Who's the? Yeah, Laboratory Maniac. That was the guy. If you have like a leveler plus Lab Maniac blue deck and that's your combo, like draw your whole deck, play Lab Maniac, like I'm not even gonna be mad. I mean, I'm gonna be mad, but it's the thing where like we can all agree to play a boring deck. We can all agree to be like, hey, wouldn't it be fun to have a D&D game where we all play like a fighter, right? Wouldn't it be cool if we all played a fighter, a human fighter, and they're a gruffled white guy who has like a lost daughter or something? Like we can all agree to do that for a match or two, right? For like a one shot or whatever, right? But if you have like an actually interesting commander, if you have, actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it. If you have Baleen the Haymaker, I think, what does he actually do again? Yeah, make mana, draw a card, tap tokens, put 1/1 counters on it. I think if you're running a Baleen deck, I will actually judge you for running Craterhoof. Because that means that you did not commit to pumping up your Baleen to make him deal lethal commander damage. No, you're using all of your rabbit tokens to just make them strong and Craterhoof and win. And I think at that point, you're not sticking to your guns. Like, Jetmir doesn't do anything. Jetmir by himself is a really, really boring card because, like you said, all he does, he's just aura. He's just, like, aura farming. And I think the play patterns of the deck are kind of boring in the sense that, like, they're just very obvious and, like, if you can't answer them, you kind of just lose. There's not a lot of interactivity because, like, you just protect your Jetmir and make tokens and have protection until you have enough tokens to win. It's a Craterhoof that you can see coming from a mile away, but it's still a Craterhoof. So, like, I don't think it's an interesting deck, generally. But, like, that's fine. But, I don't want people to be sitting there like stroking their Jetmir deck as if it's like the greatest cook in history, as if they've reinvented the CDH meta or something. Like, no, you're playing Naya tokens. That's fine. But don't come here and be like, yeah, oh, you're playing Magus Lucia Kane. Let me bring out my Jetmir deck. That'll be a fair fight. It's not even about brackets at that point. It's about like respect to your fellow human being. Like if I'm playing Jetmir and you know that I'm not bringing the Crater Hoof, and you bring out the Jetmir, I'm committing hate crimes. Just a few hate crimes. Maybe just a one hate crime against you for taking my wonderful Hydra and going, actually, no, I'm gonna attack you with 17 million tokens. What the fuck is that? I didn't realize there was chat on my loop. I just clicked on my OBS screen. I guess in the recording for this I must... Yeah, it's like right at the end. Hold on, wait. Is there really just like a second of chat right at the end? Of just me opening chat? Oh my god, there is. That's so funny. This 13-second loop just has me going like, oh, wow, look, the Eternal Gold Rush quest is active right now. Oh, I could hunt some Cove to Wrath right now. Oh, isn't that... That's awesome. Begin loop. I should play Monster Hunter World again. It's so weird, man. I don't know. I feel like the last two Monster Hunter games have just not kept me interested. Like, I think back on 4 Ultimate when I like really got into Monster Hunter, and I have so many fond memories. I think back on Generations Ultimate, and like a lot of those memories are on the 3DS, so a lot of the content I kind of just didn't play. Like Valstrax, for example, just wasn't on the 3DS because there was no G rank. Actually, no, I think it was. Yeah, I just don't think I ever did. Like I don't think I finished high rank back on the 3DS. But like, I have a lot of memories of it now. Like the game is very memorable because I'm playing it, like I've basically fully played it now. And like, I think back on the World, I have a lot of fond memories of the World. Not just of like playing with my friends, but like just the era of my life that it was in. And like the content it had and what it enabled and stuff. The mechanics it added, the world it had. And then I think back on Rise, and Rise was just kind of like a game I played. I feel like it didn't really stick with me. And Wild is kind of the same, where like, it's a game. I sure played the game. I didn't hate the game. I sure played it. But like, it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't give me the same feeling that other Monster Hunter games gave me. And it's not even nostalgia, because like I'm only getting this feeling from Generations Ultimate that I'm playing it now, because I played it after I think I played it before a little bit, and then after I was done with Wilds. Because I was like, yeah, it's like almost the release of Wilds, and MHGU was on sale, so I bought it and played like through low rank, and then I played Wilds, and I played through high rank in GU and in G rank and stuff, and like, man, what a good game. I just want to go back to play GU now, to be honest. It's just such a good game. GU is just so good. Okay, now you're kind of throwing a bit too much shade. I generally enjoy playing Jetmir. That's fine. That's fine. You can enjoy playing Jetmir. I just think it's like I said, I just think it's like picking Human Fighter, right? You just, like if you're playing Human Fighter in D&D, you can have fun with that, but you kind of gotta own it. You have to like own that, yes, you are playing the boring min-max class that can like do a little bit of everything and do it really like it's not morally wrong of you to do that, but you have to own it. You have to be able to stand there and say, yes, I enjoy playing Human Fighter. And you have to like say it with your chest. The fact that you can see it coming from a mile away is why people enjoy playing versus it. My love and appreciation for a deck comes from the fact that people like playing versus it. I mean, I've only played your Jetmir deck like once, and I can't say I particularly enjoyed that matchup because it was very power imbalanced. Like, it depends, you know, like, I will fully admit that the decks I play often don't have enough interaction, but I also don't really build my own decks. My only deck that I've built is like my Pendlaza deck, which I think I would say has enough interaction. Maybe probably on the lower side, but it's because my game plan is like relatively fast for dinosaurs that I'm drawing more interaction than I need to spend, I guess is what I would call it. But like, I don't know. I just don't like, I've not played Jetmir much, but just looking at the deck, it's just very like, it's Naya tokens, and I know for a fact any attempt I make to respond to your stuff is going to be met with like not a counterspell because there's no blue, but like a Teferi's protection or some other blink effect, or like a like protection from like a what is it, the one, a Johnny's Aid or whatever it's called. Like you're gonna protect your shit. That's not, you know, that much is obvious. So it's not like there's much I can do except like be faster than your deck. You know, I'm not a big fan of that unless I'm also playing a generic good deck. Because, you know, unless I'm also playing like, I don't know, what's like a generic good deck? Is Cosmos a Sea Serpent like a generic good deck? I don't know, Wheels maybe? The it's not Cosmos, Coma, the Sea Serpent, but like the Skithrix, what's the one wheeling snakes commander that I played once? Zirith, or whatever his name is. Like you gotta power match not just the brackets, but also like the power of the commander. And I just think Jetmir is one of those commanders. There's not that many that can have a fair battle against him. So considering I don't enjoy just playing like a good commander who can just run like the good cards and then have the good strategy, it's just not that interesting. I just, you know, I've done a lot of that already. I don't need to do that 17 more times just to win a match. I got lost. What's going on? Went from yapping about Magic to Commander to Monster for a second. Probably mentioned Pokemon a few times just based on me. All that good shit. You know what? All that good shit. My most placed decks, and basically everyone who faced it said they enjoyed the match. Well, yeah. Are they matching it in power level? Like, if I was playing a powerful deck that I knew could actually respond to Jetmir, I'd probably enjoy it because there'd be a little bit of back and forth. But if I'm playing, I don't know, if I'm playing a Rixmathes, like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I get one Cyclonic Rift in the whole deck. That's like, I don't have any other board wipes. I probably do, I don't know. I haven't looked at my Rixmathes deck in a while. But like, you know, Rixmathes is like, oh, look at this cool, interesting commander. I wonder if I could do like a Leviathan deck with him, and then, you know, I'm able to put down one Inktide Leviathan, and then you run me over with like a Crater Hoof. That's not very interesting. I don't think I would really enjoy that because the power level just isn't very matched up. Koma is Simic, so of course it's OP. Yeah, yada yada. Yeah, like I don't know. What are the good commanders? MTG best commanders. That's top commanders past 2 years. Is that the most built ones or just the best ones? Because I feel like those are just the most built ones. Because I don't know what Pentlaza is doing in the top 6 next to Atraxa and Krenko Mob Boss. Listen, Pentlaza is good, but it's not the Ur-Dragon good. Yes, I have other decks. I bring out Jetmir when I have a high bracket 3 match. I don't fucking know what the brackets mean, man. Like, at this point, people talk about the brackets in terms of the game changers, which I think is like the only thing, like how many you're allowed to bring or whatever, or like no infinites or whatever. Like, I don't get it. And frankly, I don't think the brackets are doing much. Because like, at the end of the day, if your Krenko Mob Boss deck is bracket 2, that doesn't matter. Like, I know that there's no way to have like an objective scaling for it, but like, I don't know. Whenever I hear people talk about brackets nowadays, it's usually in the context of how their deck is like high bracket this, technically this bracket, or like, oh, they wish they could run this game changer, but it would make the deck a bracket higher. And it's like, I don't know. This also comes from someone who isn't really actively playing Magic that much, or really at all, because I'm so fed up with a lot of things about the game. I mainly just complain about Magic, because also it's really difficult to find players I actually enjoy playing with. Because a lot of the players online just kind of want to win and also don't want to play on Tabletop Simulator. Because they want to play on cockatrice, because God forbid you try to have a little bit of immersion by actually putting the cards down on the table yourself, at least digitally. I don't know, I'm weird, okay? What I'm saying is I'm a little weirdo freak who is a little freak weirdo. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should give me money. That's what I'm saying. Just in general, I want money. And then I should find an editor. You know, today I was going to yap originally about my new script, because I did actually finally manage to finish the cave script. I finished it yesterday, and I think it's quite good, but I have things to say about it that I really wanted to share, and I didn't get to it today. And frankly, my voice is starting to hurt a little bit. It's been 2 hours, so I think it's probably a good time to start calling it. Also because the sun is going down, and I'm kind of hungry, and I'm kind of EP, and I want to stretch. I didn't exercise today. I didn't stretch today. I did my vocal warm-ups today, though. That's good. They're doing plenty if you actually read. Plenty what? The brackets? I mean, again, the only context I hear people talk about them is the stuff I mentioned. Is a tool to help to have a combo about the game's uses if you don't read and talk. I mean, yeah, that's fair. But, I don't know. When trying to find games online, people tend to just say, like, yeah, my deck is bracket this, and then that kind of ends the conversation. And yeah, if you're just trying to find, like, single matches in, like, a Discord server, that's kind of all the info you can give. I feel like saying something like mid-power, high-power, low-power, honestly is more helpful for me personally. Because, like, I can safely say Pendlaza, like, my Pendlaza deck is mid-power, my Erixmathes deck is low-power, and I don't think I have a single deck I would consider high-power. Because I don't like high-power Magic. I think it's boring. It's the same cards always, everywhere. It's the One Ring and Cyclonic Rift and the Murderous Downfall thing and Beast Within, and it's always the same bullshit. You always see the same goddamn cards, and then someone puts down a Craterhoof and wins, and I hate that. Anyway, I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm getting a lot of text messages that I should respond to, and like I said, it's getting dark. I'm thirsty, and I want to do some more things. So I'm gonna call the stream here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me yap. I don't know if there will be more streams tomorrow or Wednesday. I know there won't be any up to Sunday because I am at my parents' house. They need a dog sitter, so I'm going dog sitting. But there's a chance I could stream tomorrow, maybe. There's like a decent chance. I make no guarantees though. Don't have anything else to say, I believe. Yeah, no, don't have anything else to say. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've been enjoying the more yappy streams. I know I need to... I've been wanting to be more yappy about it. I hope it actually works for YouTube, though, because I know YouTube, like, doesn't really let you change category. I feel like if I was, like, mainly a Twitch streamer, I would have changed to, like, just chatting a while ago. Don't quite know how all that works together, so... yeah. I don't know how it works. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're doing good. And don't join Discord server, leave likes, subscribe, whatever. The stuff, hello, whatever. Engineer, I was just leaving. I'm sorry. But be joyed, be joyful, for you can catch the whole stream later as a VOD. Oh, hi, Peg. Oh, man, everyone's joining now? Bro, I'm leaving. Bro, I'm just heading out. I'm just doing my little ending thingy. See, what I should have done is I should have done a break and then gotten my Switch and shiny hunted and yapped more. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. You know what? Maybe I'll just tomorrow do like a super low effort shiny hunting stream for Chespin. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. I'll make no promises, but like, I don't know. Look on the channel. Refresh the channel every 10 minutes to see if a new scheduled streamer has appeared. Anyway. Yeah, sorry you guys for joining now, but do all the YouTube stuff. Watch the VOD, I guess, if you want to catch the stream. Because you know what? I think it was a good one. I had fun the stream. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.